Listen, we talk about shit over here what motherfuckers ain't talking about. If somebody was to hit our power system over here in the United States and everything go out, lights out, American criminals will be your worst nightmare. Listen what I'm telling you, man. If you're in trouble, you can't call the police department because the bitch ain't got no power. So you got to deal with it on your own. And it depends on how long that motherfucker out. Motherfucker gonna start coming in your house for food. Motherfucker gonna be all on your property. Motherfucker gonna be harassing you out in the streets. Listen what I'm telling you, boy. It ain't nothing worse than American fucking criminal, man. You see this shit every day, what these crazy motherfuckers do on the news. Imagine if they ain't got to follow the law. See, that's why I tell y'all, man, stack up, prepare yourself, talk with your family, have plans in place. You know what I'm saying? Be ready to come together and defend your shit. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. It's a lot of motherfuckers out here hope and wish on some bad shit to happen so they can live out their fucking fantasies, man. You think it's bad now, you ain't seen nothing. Man, listen, man. You better put some plays in play, man, because I don't know what the fuck is getting ready to pop off, man. The whole world is on fire. And we just standing in this bitch just waiting to see what's next. They ain't telling you everything, man. It's some shit coming our way. I can see it, man. It's just things are happening at a rapid pace right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you something. Them little motherfuckers you see down the street that ain't never doing shit and you know they be doing some criminal activity shit, they're going to be the motherfuckers you're going to have to worry about, man. You watch the movie Purge, but you ain't actually starred in that motherfucker. I'm going to tell you something, boy. You're going to have more worse days than better days. You better listen to what I'm telling you, man. All that shit that's going on over there will lead back over here. They already tell you sleeper cells in place. You ain't got to worry about an invasion. The motherfuckers that's here will do all the damage. In a week's time, boy, this bitch will be in smoke, man. And all the motherfucking enemy got to do is just look at this shit like, look at that. They'll do it to themselves. Hey, prepare yourself. Y'all stay up out there. Get it out the morning.
Shalom, back again with another lesson. Before I begin this lesson, I'd like to begin by first giving all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, where I've learned this truth from. I want to say peace and salutations to Akim, you brothers out there laboring, pushing this word out in all truth and in sincerity, presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice, which is your reasonable service. I want to say shalom to you Akwaf, you Israelite sisters that may be listening, and also to you Israelites that are scattered across the four corners of the earth. You may look like these other nations, but your seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is the chosen seed line. Shalom. So in the clip that I played at the start of this video, you hear the man talking about how when SHIT hits the fan, it's going to be crazy out here, and it's not the authorities necessarily that you're going to have to worry about. It'll be the bad elements, the undesirables in society. Talking about the ones that like to cause trouble, they're constantly finding themselves in criminal activity. The ones that stalk and harass people and cause all the problems. Like your typical Pookies and Ray Rays and your little roadmen. These are going to be the ones that are going to be the main problem, especially in America, right? Because America, obviously, you have a lot of people over there, and you have weapons, you have guns, you have all kinds of things that can be used by criminal elements, right? That can terrorize families and cause a lot of issues, right? So what we're going to see, or what the man was saying in the clip, is that these are the ones you're going to have to worry about, and for the longest time, the men of the Lord have been telling you that this is what's getting ready to happen, right? So I'm not going to make this a long lesson. It's just I saw this clip and I agree 100% with the man that was speaking about the elements that you're going to have to worry about, right? So you're going to see all kinds of things taking place in the earth, right? So I'm going to start in the book of Second Ezra, because that's where the brother that posted the main video. The name of the channel is the Hopeful Elect 3. Right, so subscribe and be edified, because that brother does post a lot of edifying information in regards to, what's going on, the downfall of the economy, and if you're not already subscribed, that's a good channel to subscribe to, right? But we're going to start in the book of Second Esdras, chapter 14, and I'll read verse 16. And it reads, "For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter." Right? It says, "For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein." And that, goes into, the troubles that are getting ready to come. Like when economic downturn and, the economy goes to crap, people are going to be out there in survival mode. And just like the man said in the clip, if there's no authorities, there's no police, there's no one available, then these criminal elements are going to have free reign to live out their fantasies. And one of their fantasies is to just do what they do. Be that criminal element, right? Whatever that may be, or however that may look. Right? So we understand that generally, this time that we're coming into, is going to be bad, right? So I'm going to jump over to the next chapter. So this is Second Esdras, chapter 15. I'm going to start in verse 1, right? We go cover these scriptures quite often, but obviously there's a reason that we do, right? So it says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord." Right? So the Lord always sets up his men to come out and give you the warning before the times come to pass, to give you the heads up, to give you the opportunity to repent and seek the Lord, right? Before he judges the place. But what you'll hear a lot of the time is most people don't even believe, right? So as we continue reading, verse 2, it says, "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." So again, as we're bringing out these scriptures, people say, "Oh, you said that before, you saying it, keep saying it, nothing ever happens." Well, now it's starting to look a little bit more serious, because obviously we're seeing these things taking place, with the escalations of tensions over in the so-called Middle East. They're crossing them red lines, they're setting lines and boundaries. They don't cross this line, and then all of a sudden you hear the news report saying America's done this or Iran has done this. They've responded, and the tensions are rising, right? So we're seeing these things happen, right? But those that don't believe, right, this is what it says. Verse 4, it says, "All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness," right? So all the ones that don't believe, they're going to die in their unfaithfulness. They're going to die because they thought they knew better, right? So as we continue, it says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." And that's what's getting ready to happen. We can see it escalating over in the so-called Middle East, in the Levant region. We're seeing these tensions rising, right? So it says, "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves." It says, "Behold, the righteous and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just." Oh, luckily, let me read that again. This is verse 8. It says, "I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." So that's what we're doing as the righteous men of the Lord that are out here doing this work on the highways and hedges, trying to warn our people. We're complaining about the wickedness of this earth, and the Lord's getting ready to judge it. So this is why we say, you need to repent and come back to the Lord and seek forgiveness, and trust in the Lord during the times of Jacob's trouble, which is what we're in and what we're getting ready to be in. And this is what that man in the clip was speaking on. It's a time of Jacob's trouble. It's going to be a time like no other, right? So I'm going to leave it there because I need to head out anyway, head to camp. But I pray that this lesson has been edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, who rule well. I want to say peace to you, hopeful elect. And then I want to say it's on to the next video, Lord willing. Shalom.